The story begins several years after Cars 3. Lightning McQueen has continued racing, but he's no longer the young racer we met in the first movie. Cruz Ramirez has become one of the biggest stars in the Piston Cup, while Lightning has taken on more of a mentor role. But McQueen still refuses to admit that his racing career is coming to an end. Then, during a major race, Lightning realizes something. He isn't racing because he wants to win anymore. He's racing because he's afraid to stop. That becomes the central conflict of Cars 4.
Lightning is still racing, but younger racers are beginning to dominate the sport. Cruz tries to convince Lightning that he has already accomplished everything he needed to accomplish. But Lightning responds, "I don't know how to stop racing." He remembers Doc Hudson and realizes that Doc faced the same decision years before.
Act 2, the final season. Lightning decides to compete in one final Piston Cup season. This time, he isn't trying to prove he's the fastest. He's trying to leave the sport on his own terms. Along the way, he trains a new generation of racers and becomes the mentor that Doc once was to him. Mater, Sally, Cruz, and the rest of Radiator Springs support him throughout the season. Act 3, the final race. Lightning reaches the championship race. Everyone expects him to try to win his final Piston Cup. But during the race, Lightning sees Cruz struggling against a younger racer. Instead of focusing entirely on winning, Lightning uses what Doc taught him and helps Cruz during the race. Lightning doesn't necessarily need to win. He's finally realized that his legacy isn't the trophies. It's the racers he inspired. After the race, Lightning returns to Radiator Springs. He parks beside Doc Hudson's old racing memorabilia. Lightning looks at Doc's famous Hudson Hornet racing number and says, "I finally understand, Doc." Then he drives through Radiator Springs one last time. The next morning, Lightning isn't at the racetrack. He's at the training center. Lightning McQueen has officially retired from professional racing. But instead of disappearing from the franchise, he becomes the new crew chief and mentor for the next generation. The final shot could be Lightning watching Cruz race, while Mater says, "Looks like the old race car finally found his next race." Lightning smiles. Fade to black. And that could be the perfect ending for Lightning McQueen. He started the franchise wanting to become a racing legend, but after everything he's been through, he would finally realize that being a legend isn't about how many races you win. It's about what you leave behind. So what do you think? Should Cars 4 be Lightning McQueen's final racing season, or should Lightning keep racing? Let me know in the comments, and subscribe for more Cars theories and Pixar content. And when we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm doing a face reveal. So if you want to finally see who's behind the channel, hit that subscribe button and help us reach 1K. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.